What's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 42 of the Hard Stuff with Bailey and Caleb.
We're back.
We're back. We took a little 3-week hiatus.
2.5, something like that. I don't even know.
Busy time for us. Got married, the whole deal.
A bunch of shit going on.
Bunch of shit. I've been off my game. I haven't looked at our notepad. I haven't followed social media in a little bit. I'm going to leave this up to you. It's your liquor pick, and it's your show today.
I'd like to say, well, it's not like there wasn't nothing going on either, but we're not missing a ton of stuff.
That's fair. It was a slow month, I think.
I'm leaving that up to you to open it.
Oh,
but
Christ.
So to start it off, I went into the liquor store today, right into it, and I picked this purely on what the bottle looked like.
It is a good-looking bottle. I can't open it, but...
Yeah, we didn't plan ahead for this. I'm going to watch you struggle.
The Sexton single malt Irish whiskey, distilled in copper pots.
I didn't even read that. Copper pot, another one.
Oh, there we go. It
was, what are we looking at here? It was $60 for, what is this, 3 cups?
Yes.
Okay.
750 milliliters, 40% alcohol. It's been rated an 89 out of 100 by the Whiskey Advocates, and it's been rated a 95 out of 100 by the Bartender's Spirits Award.
Okay.
So you should have a winner.
You weren't optimistic about this.
I wasn't. I looked at this, I read single malt Irish whiskey, and I kind of put my money on this sucking.
Are you sticking to it?
No, I think it's going to be good.
Okay.
I just gave that a little smell test. It smells really clean.
It does actually. Wow.
It smells really clean.
I'm kind of excited for this one now.
So you just saw the bottle and you're like, yeah, that's the one?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough, I guess.
Honestly, I went to a BC liquor store today, so there wasn't a lot standing out. It pours terribly.
Wow, this bottle sucks.
We at least got you on camera.
I made a fucking mess. Here we go. Let's get that in the shot. There it is.
It does smell really good.
It does smell really good. I just don't really like Irish whiskeys. That's my only gripe.
That is interesting. It's very weird.
Well, what's it supposed to be?
That is very unique. That's all I can say.
Show up before dawn and you'll catch on the cool morning breeze. Unmistakable oak from casks that were once filled with Spanish sherry. Okay, so it's distilled in sherry barrels. That's about all it says.
Okay,
it's not bad.
What's your take?
Yeah, I like it, I think.
It's very different. Like, I don't really compare that with anything.
No, the only other Irish whiskey we've had on the show is Proper 12.
And even that is nothing like this.
Well, that was shit. Like, this is clean.
Which is funny, because I want to throw out there that the BC liquor store today had a Texas Mickey of Proper 12.
I saw a guy buy a Texas Mickey earlier today of Gibson's. And just for reference, it is a Wednesday afternoon. He bought that shit at like 5:15 on a Wednesday afternoon.
He's getting after it.
He said, I'm getting fucked up. No shit, man.
I don't follow
all the power to you.
I hope he had a pump in the other hand for it.
They gave him a pump, yeah. Okay, let's talk about this. We got the Sexton single malt.
I don't even know the flavor.
On ice, I think it's really good.
I would drink that on ice.
Like, you can tell it is a little woody. I think you definitely get the oak barrels out of it.
It's not quite as smooth as it smells either. Like, it's got a little bite to it.
I would almost disagree with you.
Fair enough.
I think that is like good poundable apple juice. I would not recommend it.
You also came into this pre-drinking?
I had a couple beers. But I like it. I'm here for it.
Okay, what's the rating?
Are you going to mix it?
I'm going to try it.
I don't know if I'm going to. I'm debating on just riding on ice.
Okay, I just wanted to try it.
So the Sexton on ice, what are you giving it?
I'm going to give it an 8.
That is higher than I thought.
Like, I would sit there and drink this. Like, I would pour it at home. I think the Coke's going to dictate what happens with it, though, because this is going to sit on my fridge, and I'm not going to reach for it very often, because I won't lie. I'm still going for screwball over this. Like, as an on-ice drink.
Absolutely. This is like you have your father-in-law over for dinner, and you're like, hey, you want a glass of rye?
I don't think he's going to go for that.
Greg, pull it together. But this is what I would do. Like if I had my father-in-law or my dad over for dinner and I was like, hey, you want a glass of rye with dinner? I would pour this.
Fair enough.
Like this kind of feels like a man's whiskey to me.
Yeah. No, I get the vibe of that. Yeah.
Like I'm up there. I think you're right on with an 8. I'm about an 8.5. Maybe it is smooth. I really like it.
I easily see this. Like if this went home with you, you would drink it more than me. Period. Like you would reach for this more.
Yes, I would. I would come home after work. I'd pour two fingers deep on 2 ice cubes.
Yeah.
100%.
So overall, though, I think we did pretty well.
Yeah, this is a good pick.
What was it? 750 mils?
Yeah. 3 cups, 40%.
For $50 or $60, I think that's pretty good.
Is that steep though? $60 for? Well, I guess not. We buy a lot of 700. It's just the shape of the bottle throws me off. It makes it look a lot smaller.
Well, that and there's a difference because like when we dip down below that in like 40 or less, it's normally pretty shitty.
That's true. That's
I think
real true.
in my opinion, at least here, decent liquor starts around the $60 mark.
Yeah, I'll agree with
for
that.
a 2.6.
Yeah. All right, throw Coke in yours. I'm curious.
Okay, I will. But
I don't want to wreck mine.
Right into getting into this though, I'm starting off with the fact I'm making the excuse why we're so late on this episode, and you got married.
Yeah, that's it.
And
I'll show it off. Hang on. Can I get a close up here?
Not really. Oh yeah.
There it is. Oh, there it is. Right there, gentlemen. That's all me. Yeah, got married. Fucking busy weekend for you and I. I put a lot of shit on you.
Yeah.
So that was good.
But it was a good time.
It was a good time. We got pretty drunk, I'd say. Definitely not on as classy liquor as this.
Yeah.
And I learned something after the wedding. My dad went home and he finally started watching the show.
Really?
42 weeks in, and that was the tipping point. Was somebody said something about the podcast at my wedding?
Well, no. I'm saying this right
it.
now. This is one of the highlights of the wedding for me. We were in the ceremony. They were saying their vows, and Bailey's newlywed wife made a comment about the podcast in her vows, saying that she would even stick through with them and listen to the podcast in front of everyone there.
So you know what that means, right? You know what that means?
What?
She lied to all 90 people that were there.
Oh, exactly.
100%.
She'll never see this episode.
I'll guarantee this goes totally under the radar. I could say whatever the fuck I want. She'll never know.
So anyone that knows her, just whenever you see this clip, shoot her a text and just light her up.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Because the support is just not there.
But this is what I was getting to at this point, though. You're, what, a week? 2 weeks?
Yeah, 3 weeks on Saturday.
Okay. Married 3 weeks. The famous question that everyone asks someone that gets married, has it changed anything?
No, it doesn't. I could see if you were like, like the old times where you date for a week, you get engaged, and you get married the week after. Sure, that might change some things.
I agree.
My wife and I have been living together for about 5 years now.
In sin.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing that changed is her last name, and that's not even a legal thing yet. So
this is delicious.
Is it? God damn it.
Mm-mm. Try it first before you ruin it.
Before I ruin it.
You're gonna, well, if you like it that much, I just really like that. It smooths it out and gives it a really nice flavor.
Yeah, I'm doing it. Yeah, good call. This is probably a sin to every man from Ireland out there.
Oh, probably.
Pouring Coke in a good single barrel Irish whiskey. Perfect. Okay. On Coke, quick review, and then let's get into the goddamn show.
This gives me like 8.5 for me. Like that, it steps it up. I'll drink that more on Coke now.
Yeah, I like it. 8.5 some money.
Okay.
It definitely beats the piss out of Proper 12.
It does. It really does.
Sorry, Connor, but that's a shame.
And I think Proper 12 is cheaper too, so that just kind of goes with it.
I believe so, yeah.
I think a 2.6 of that is like $40 here.
I can't remember when we even had it.
A while ago.
Whatever.
Okay, so
what do we got?
Hold on, I want to say we got married. I'm still making excuses for why we're so late.
That's good.
We did that, and then that was only 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks, and then it got on me. I'm renovating my entire backyard, which ran away from me.
Are you ever? You also, actually, I'll give you the credit. You renovated this entire office damn near while we were gone.
I say, and we did the studio.
We got sound dampening, and lights. Brand new.
As you'll notice that some of the sound dampening's gone. We have a bunch over our heads now. And like even talking to Bailey right here, it sounds so much better.
Yeah, it used to echo like whether we were doing a show or not.
Yeah.
And now it sounds crisp.
So hopefully you guys hear that, and the sound dampening between us will be returning in better fashion soon.
Ideally.
Excuses. I renovated my backyard. Life's busy as hell.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's over. You guys can yell at us, get mad. Don't matter. I've had text messages from a few people like,
have you really?
Where's the
That's
episodes?
awesome. We're only 3 weeks late. We promised a wedding episode, and we ended up getting hammered instead.
We did. Yeah. Like I said, that
Like,
just got so busy.
We just have to be honest. We said we were going to do on Friday, and we just ended up getting drunk.
Yeah, we did. There's no way around it.
Sorry.
But with that, fuck it. It's September. It's getting into the winter. We're getting ready to start gaming. Football's back on. Hockey's coming. Like, I'm getting excited.
I'm going to let you lead episodes more often. This is nice. I like this. So where do you want to start? Let's start gaming's coming, because I know that's big, especially in the next 2 months.
It is, especially next 2 weeks. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Okay, but first on that, we're late. I'm going back in time a little bit.
Yep.
2K23 PGA.
Yes.
It got announced. We see Tiger Woods on the front of it. We've played a lot of 2K21.
Yes.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. 2K21 was a really good game for really 2K Publishing's first crack at golf.
Yeah,
Right?
actually.
I think they made some like in the mid kind of 2000s, like the PS2 era. I can't remember, to be honest with you.
I think the difference in that is it just came out better than anything in its time, because there was like the Rory game.
Yeah, there was the Rory game, but that was EA.
That's what I mean.
There
Like
was the old
for the
Tiger
golf
Woods
games, it was definitely the
that
most
was all
polished one.
EA. I think this beat the piss out of any EA game, like EA golf game.
At least recently, yeah. Like
And
whatever EA or PGA 94, 98 always has a place in my heart.
yeah, the
Smashing the
PS1
space bar.
golf is pristine. But no, I am excited for this game. I want to see a little bit. I think we talked about this 4 weeks ago, roughly, I think. I want to see the multiplayer kind of get a little revamp.
I do agree with that.
Like, that was the only thing that I really want out of this game. Because you can play the career, and once you do one season, you win the FedEx Cup. Who gives a fuck?
It gets dry.
Like, the replayability on that is not really anything.
Although
quality.
saying that, I think it might be a little different if we were both playing on the hard difficulties, like where it gets really technical, but it's pretty stupid.
Yeah, I would agree with that. But really, how often did you and I just jump on and just play like a custom course, me against you, straight up?
And we did have fun
stroke
with
play?
that.
And we did. I want to see that kind of on a more, like, I know it is public, but I want to see like lobbies of 8. I want to see 8 guys
Tournament
going at
play,
it.
stuff like that.
Tournaments, 36 holes, 2 custom courses. Like, they're on the right track. They for sure are on the right track.
My biggest hope with this, though, and my biggest beef with 2K21, especially since we were both playing it on Xbox Ones.
Yes.
It hadn't come out, wasn't optimized for the Series X or anything at the time anyways, because it's older.
Yeah.
It has to have faster load times.
Yeah.
They're so bad in the first one.
Well, I even rebought it on my PC because I just stopped hooking up the Xbox. And we both have very expensive computers.
Yeah.
And the load times are still garbage. Like,
That's what I mean.
I can't even blame the Xbox One for it. It's just the load times.
So hopefully 2K23 is optimized. That's all I have to say. It would be so much nicer.
Before we step away from it,
I have one big point on this.
me too. How do you feel about Tiger on the cover?
I like it. I really do.
Do you?
I grew up watching like the PGA or the EA games and like the Tiger Woods, whatever numbers they were, and I liked it. I'm not even like a Tiger fanboy anymore.
But past his prime, just had another car accident, barely made a return to the tour.
Yes, just
You're
because
still
he was
excited?
big last year.
Okay.
Like, I'll say that. And this ties into what I was going to say is, what's the roster going to look like?
Well, you're going to have Rory, and you're going to have Tiger, and then you're going to have my creative player absolutely slaughtering the both of them.
And that's about it.
That's about it. Will Zalatoris, maybe?
That's what I mean. Like,
Charles
it wasn't
Barkley?
a point of this when it it wasn't a talking point when it got announced and it was getting hyped. Now with all this LIV stuff, I guarantee it's not a cross game.
No, absolutely not.
Like that is
No way.
PGA licensed and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, so there'll be no DJ, no Bryson, no Brooks, no Cam Smith, no John Rahm. Sorry, we'll get into that later. But there's nobody to play against.
Yeah.
You're going to be playing against a bunch of no-name college athletes, John Daly Jr. maybe.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be hilarious. But that's the caliber. Rick Shields, I don't know. Maybe he can make a cameo. Like, we're running out of players, man.
That's what I mean. Like, to fill it out, like, you're not going to see the top 30 and recognize them all anymore. No one's going to be there.
No, you may recognize your top 5.
Yep.
And, like, that's generous, I think.
If anything, though, devil's advocate, it might help people learn the new roster.
Nobody gives a shit.
So is LIV coming out with a game? EA,
Are
LIV?
they? No. Should they? Absolutely.
We'll have to see.
I want to be wearing shorts, listening to music, and hitting 400-yard bombs with Bryson.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
You're going to have to wait.
I know.
I'm just saying.
I know. But it's coming. I feel it.
Okay. While we're talking about this, and you mentioned Tiger Woods on the cover, something came out. How do you feel about the NHL 23 cover?
Wow, did they fuck that up? I don't know if you guys have seen it yet. I may throw up a tweet later if I can even find the original cover. I can't remember the kid's name. He plays for the Ducks. Trevor Zegras, I believe. Correct?
I'm not even sure.
Oh, you're flicking through stuff. We got you on the big screen now. Yeah. So we got Trevor Zegras on the NHL 23 cover, and unfortunately, I don't know the female athlete's name. Nurse, I believe.
Here we go.
Oh, you brought it. Oh, look at us. We brought it up on screen. Scroll down. What the hell is this girl's name?
Trevor Zegras. Sarah Nurse.
Sarah Nurse. Very big Canadian athlete for women's hockey.
Yes.
I believe. I honestly don't know.
Pretty much in the same boat, to be honest.
So, NHL 23, right? NHL National Hockey League. I believe, and I could be totally wrong, I believe the NHL is still 100% male.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I'm tentatively saying yes.
Okay. It's not that I don't think she's a good hockey player, but why is a female athlete on the cover of an all-male league's game? That's about as PC as I can put that.
No, I agree with that at face value, just because of like what you said. It's NHL 23. The difference in the defense to this is obviously it's inclusivity. They're hitting all their markets. I purely think that's what it is marketing at this point.
Do you think it's marketing, or do you think it's kissing ass so
no
they
one
don't
is
get
not going to
feminized?
buy this game because they're upset that a girl's not on it. Any girl hockey player, women, female, she, whatever you want to say, is not going to be like, I'm boycotting NHL because they didn't put a girl on it, and there's never been one in the past.
Exactly. So why the fuck does it matter now?
That's what I think. I think it's just marketing, pushing it out to try and get a broader scope. Like,
Okay.
they were going to buy it, and I bet you it grabs a few extras.
I would almost bet money against you.
Because I know...
don't think a girl is going to see this game and be like, oh, good news, I've never played any of the last 30 NHL games, but hey, Sarah Nurse is on this one, I might as well buy it. You really think because they put a girl on the cover of this fucking game that it's going to get extra girls to buy this game?
I said it. I'm sticking to it.
Fuck you.
But at the same time, in this game, they've come out, and I don't know if it's like the Canadian... Sorry.
Ooh. Hey, what?
There we go.
Jesus.
I'm working on it.
We're working on it. We got to get a hot bar.
I don't think it matters in that sense because their defense to the... Not a defense. Their statement is they're coming out, and I don't know if it's Canada, National Leagues, whatever. All the female teams for what they've chosen are in there. That's part of why they're doing it. It's the first time they've included like such a large number of teams. I agree with you. I'm playing devil's advocate. I think that's going to be a theme today.
Yeah, I think so as well. Ask me when NHL 24 comes out. Because I want to see if we can get like a statistical breakdown from EA about how much time was played as all female rosters versus all male rosters.
No, we don't.
We can't get that?
No, I hope not.
Why can't we?
Because I know what you're going for here. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Okay, whatever. Sarah Nurse beside, I'm sure she's a great hockey player. Terrific for her. Does Trevor Zegras belong on the cover?
I don't know.
Absolutely the fuck not.
Like, I'm going to say
doesn't.
it's non-relevant to me, so.
That's because he's irrelevant.
That's what I mean. Like,
there is one young man and one young man only that should have been on the cover of this.
Do I even want to know?
It's neutral for both of us, I think.
Okay.
I think Cale Makar needed this cover.
Okay, that's fair. I can agree with that.
Played his ass off. The Avalanche won the cup.
Yep.
The kid needed it. Like
that would have been a good pick. I do agree with you.
I've seen like some you know what they're called? When you do something but it's not actually what's going to happen. Whatever. Some fans
like
made
concepts?
some covers. Yes, there we
Okay.
go. Some concepts with Cale Makar on the cover.
Yeah.
And me not buying the last 3 NHL games, seeing those covers with Cale Makar on it, I would have bought that over seeing Trevor Zegras and Sarah Nurse on the cover.
Okay, fair enough.
Because I understand that he played his dick off. He played very well.
No. I do like straight up. I agree with you. Like that would have been a better pick. And I don't know. Like I don't know this guy's following at all, or hers really. Like I don't know if this was a marketing play. If they just signed early contracts. Like I have no idea.
You already said it was a marketing play, and you know.
No. I think that is for the female market. But I mean, the two of them combined, like picking them in general.
Oh, yeah. I have no real idea about Trevor Zegras. I mean, I've seen him on an episode of Spittin' Chicklets, and that's about it.
Yeah.
That's
But
all
like
I
same
got.
thing. Like it's funny to say, but it could be like appealing to the younger people still.
Could be. Are
Like-
we old?
We're old enough that we're not in high school anymore. Where
Fuck.
games are marketed to.
Fuck.
So,
All right.
okay, I'm kind of sticking with the vibe though. I think I know your opinion on this, but I want to get it.
This is going to be good.
This comes down to our favorite football player that's probably been talked about the most on the show, Mahomes.
Yes, sir.
How do you feel about getting to play him in Fortnite? Specifically him.
You know what? There is worse options. It's not Jackson, is what I'm going to lead with.
Fair.
I'm actually going to finish with that as well. It's not Jackson. That's all I care about. Like, as much shit as we give Patrick Mahomes for his wife and his brother and this, that, and the other thing,
Yeah.
I think he's a stand-up guy.
No, I can agree with that. I do agree.
And he's a goddamn good football player most of the time.
Okay.
Last year was kind of an exceptional dog shit year, but whatever. Come and go.
I didn't even watch his game last week.
No, me either, but whatever. Why the fuck is he in Fortnite, though? I understand Fortnite's doing a lot of cameos. We've had The Rock. We've had... I'm blanking. We had Master Chief recently. We had Rick and Morty a couple months ago.
Darth Vader, like, yeah.
Yeah, we had Vader. They are doing a lot of pop culture right now and other video games. But is this just a thing because the NFL season's kicking off? Or
I say, and it was preseason, like when this came up again. It was probably 2.5 weeks ago. I don't know if it was because he was on last year's cover, like Madden and stuff like that.
I'll just ask you, did you buy the skin?
No.
Do you think it sold well?
I think it did to a niche market. So overall, no.
A very niche market,
Yeah.
I think. Because even your average football...
But saying that, like
Bad.
maybe, because like starting into the NFL season, last year I bought the football skin. Like you can put any team jersey on it.
Yeah.
I did that just because I was excited for football. So I bet you they picked up some of that market. But no, I don't think it sold as well as we think it did.
I think that's a tough market like to cross over to between
Yeah.
football and Fortnite.
I agree with that.
Like I think a lot of Fortnite guys don't watch football, and I think a lot of guys that watch football don't play Fortnite.
Yes.
If I was
But
to take a guess.
I also think that's crossing more. Like this is a little off tangent, but we see everything going on. Like the biggest streamers some of you watch, Doc's big into it, Tim's into it, Ninja, like they all push a lot of the NFL. They've all had
Yeah.
like slight partnerships. They show up at games, they get merch, they get the jerseys. Like
Doc threw a 70-yard bomb.
that too. That's what I mean. So like I think that crossover is there a little more than we think, and they're trying. I think the NFL is doing the best job of trying to merge that.
Yeah, absolutely. But I don't know if it's helping. Like, yes, they're doing a great job, but I feel like this is very minor in attracting the young market.
Yes, I agree. At the base of it, like, no, I didn't buy the skin, nor will I.
No.
I wanted your take on it.
And I mean, if you're aiming for like the, what's like that prime Fortnite age?
I don't even
11
know.
to 16, right? That's what I'm going to guess.
I bet you 18, like anyone in high school still.
Okay, I'll go 12 to 18 then. If you're aiming for the, like if you're the NFL aiming to attract the 12 to 18 range.
Yeah.
Fuck Fortnite. Go back to the old rules. Let guys get run over. Because as a 13, 14-year-old boy, nothing turned me on to football more than watching a guy get his helmet popped off and absolutely leveled.
Yeah, here come the boom highlight videos.
Yeah. Fuck Fortnite. Bring back the old NFL.
Okay.
I like this episode so far. Keep going. You're on a roll.
I think we're catching up on like our older stuff. So before I jump into the big one for the day, I want to talk about Ninja.
Yeah, I saw he threw a little hissy fit there last week, it looked like.
This is what I mean. Like, I think it's hilarious. But he did a rage quit, more or less. He was gaming with someone.
Cypher, I believe.
Was it? Either way, he's having a tough game of Fortnite. Gets plowed over, spectating. He's like, you know what? I'm done. I'm out. I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
Turns off the stream, like right there.
Yep.
And then pulls all his social media. Kills his verification on Twitch, like disappears. Did it as a rage quit and then pulled everything. Everything he's attached to went like not available or like I need a break or I need some time. It's something like that.
Cute.
Exactly. And then I think it went 3 or 4 days and everyone was questioning. They're like, this seems like a ploy. He wasn't like he's been having fun. It wasn't built up. Like he hasn't been getting mad and negative and all that crap. And then he just disappeared. So everyone kind of called it. He came back 3 or 4 days later and it's poof. I'm back streaming on absolutely everything. He came back. So he pulled his Twitch verification. He then now streams on Twitch, YouTube Gaming, Facebook Live, TikTok, and Instagram all at the same time.
He must have good internet.
Well, that, and for the first time he's had, the first stream he had, I watched it. He had someone sitting in the background the whole time, and it was like his digital tech platform manager. Like,
making sure all
gave
the
him
streams
credit
work.
for like making everything work.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's what happened. His big thing was coming back as a ploy, I guess, to figure out like which one's going to give him the most viewership.
So this is where I'm at with Ninja, I think. 28, 29, 30?
Something like that. He's close to me.
Yeah. Late 20s, I believe. Worth probably 80-ish mil, I would guess. Right? What are we? 40, it says.
It's between 30 and 40.
Okay. So as a 31-year-old,
31. Okay.
As a 31-year-old video gamer worth $40 million roughly, this seems like a really, really soft way to try and make more money. Because that's all it is.
I think it's grasping.
It's 100%. He is reaching.
Yeah.
Like if you are, because this is what I think it is. If you are worried about falling off, you're already 31 years old, bro. Very few streamers at that age or past that age or are relevant or entertaining whatsoever. You've got your odd couple guys, but it is a late 20s market, I think, personally.
For what? Viewership?
Yeah, like most of your streamers, like most of your big streamers,
yeah.
I think you're late 20s. So this guy, I'm gonna say it, he's past his prime. His wife's a complete nut job. She spends money like it's going out of fucking style. Honestly.
Yep, I've never seen so much LV.
And he really hasn't come back since the mixer fall through.
Okay, but saying that though, is it reaching? Do you think he fucked up in setting himself up, or he just like wants to stay relevant and keep growing? To the fact like his mixer deal was guaranteed. He came back, signed an undisclosed amount with Twitch. The guy's got to have money.
Of course he's got money. And now he's irrelevant. And he's trying to be relevant again by pulling this horseshit stunt.
Okay, so that's what you think. He's just trying to like come back.
It's completely a stunt. We talked about it probably 2 months ago. Him and Pokimane and some other fucking streamer got into it and blah, 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 blah.
She's
blah,
officially quit gaming.
She has officially quit gaming. And then guess what? 3 days later, Ninja throws a hissy fit on stream and says, "Oh, I'm fucking done. I'm taking a break."
Yeah.
You're telling me that these two and their... It's fucking set up. It's been set up the entire time because they're both becoming irrelevant.
I at the base of it, like simply, I do agree. And then on the side fact, which is going to lead me into our next topic, which is the big one for gaming. Today, Ninja shows himself getting onto a private plane.
Terrific.
From Florida, wherever the hell he lives there, flying out to LA for tomorrow's, as in September 15th, the Warzone 2 official drop press event.
Yeah. Why the fuck did they get him?
I don't know. I'm guessing it's just like an invite. He's still a relevant gamer in numbers. He's going to get that over a lot of other streamers.
Yes, he is, but I think there's a lot. Now, I don't know the full invite list.
Like, I'm sure Tim will be there. I'm sure Doc will be there.
Absolutely. And I think Tim and Doc should be there because they play Warzone.
So do you think Nick got the invite?
I would hope Nick got the invite. But there's guys that I would say are smaller streamers than Ninja that deserve to be at a Call of Duty event way more than Ninja.
Yes.
I think Cloaksy has to be there.
Yeah.
I think TP has to be there.
Aiden will be there.
I think Aiden has to be there. All before Ninja. I don't give a fuck if Ninja's at a Call of Duty.
I agree. And it would shock me if, like, they probably sent out like 100 streamer invites, honestly.
And they should have.
Because I guarantee,
but
like,
he should have been 101.
Which he very well could have been, because at the same time, like, the social media, I think, was kind of a flex. Because, like, he got there on his own dime, obviously.
As if he didn't fucking build a jet fueled Infinity Ward.
To a point. Like, there's no way they chartered him there like that. I don't think so.
No, they probably said, "Hey, we'll fly you out." And he said, "It's okay. I'll take my own plane."
Mm-hmm.
Which I could totally see.
He stuck his nose up to business class, whatever.
Yeah. The Blevins like to spend money. I don't know, man. Every time we talk about Ninja, he just seems to piss me off.
And, like, I don't know. I like him after his reset. He got really bad for me, and I've watched him more and more recently. Hence, like, I know this information. I still follow his Instagram only, I think. And I'm okay with it. Like, he's chilled down a bit. I don't follow his wife as much anymore. She stepped away from his shit.
Thank Christ.
And it's tamed out. Like, he's still a little childish chasing views and, like, his content and his high-pitchedness, which I don't watch.
I think you have to when you play a game for kids, right?
Which is fair. I'm just saying, like, that's the only thing off-putting to me, but I think his overall on-stream attitude has improved from what it was. It's not like, I'm going to buy the bank anymore.
Yeah, I'll buy the bank and foreclose your mom's house.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a forever GOAT line, just by the way.
That's what I mean. Like, so it's gotten better there, so I'm okay with that.
Okay.
It's just, in general, I agree. I think it's a ploy, and I'm more or less just really curious to see where this pans out for him.
I would like to see it go down in a great big ball of fire. I would like him to show up at the Warzone event and get the same kind of round of applause that he did when nobody flossed with him at the Fortnite event. I don't think he's relevant in the mature scene anymore.
Especially with Warzone 2, though.
Especially with Warzone and Call of Duty. Guys, I'll say it, your age and older will watch Tim. They will watch Doc. They will watch Nick. Those guys play a mature game, and they're kind of mature about it.
Yeah.
Tyler plays a game for kids, and he acts like a kid about it.
He does. And I think, though, that's why he still pulls in that bigger viewership, because it's a bigger market.
I hate him.
Fair enough. But
I don't think he needs to go to the Call of Duty event tomorrow. I think if he gets more face time than even Cloaksy, I'll be upset.
I don't think he will at their public event. I don't think. I hope not.
Good.
Okay, so I'm moving into the big topic, though.
Yeah, let's talk Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
Yeah.
So we've both seen, I've sent you a lot of it, too, like just clips.
Yep.
For Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, not Warzone yet.
Yep.
Are you excited?
I'm debating on calling off my marriage so I can put more hours into this game. She won't watch it. It won't matter.
Yep, fair enough.
Straight up, I haven't been this excited for a Call of Duty probably since Black Ops 2, I think.
Before we played it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Cold War, I was excited for. And we did play it a lot. You and I played Cold War a lot.
Yep.
But it was okay.
And it was fun, but the hype train wasn't there leading up to it at all.
Yeah. I'm really hoping we're kind of going back to like 2011. Like, you know, Modern Warfare 2 was like at its absolute peak. You could hop into any lobby and you could get into any argument you wanted with any person
All I can
of
say
any race.
is if that hits even relatively close to home like that, we're moving into one of each other's house and that's it.
Whatever.
Wives will be like, bye.
I don't care. But no, I am excited for it. I've seen a little bit of gameplay from the not open alpha, but invite alpha.
Yeah.
I've seen a little bit. I've kind of heard rumors about gun selection and map selection, and it looks like we are pulling a lot from Modern Warfare 2.
Yes, which I wanted.
And I'm fucking jazzed.
And then yesterday or today, officially, it came out. They showed a bit more of like the gun customization, the gunsmithing.
Mm-hmm.
And that got me super excited.
I will be looking up guides for every gun. I'm not going to play with it because I know some cracked 14-year-old on Adderall is going to find the perfect M4 loadout, and I'm just going to use that.
No, which is, yeah, guaranteed it's going to happen. Because the same thing, like the same system, allegedly, we won't know until tomorrow, is carrying over into a fashion in Warzone as well.
Yes.
But let's just like, for me, as a firearms fan, I like that it's getting there because you can build almost anything onto a different chassis. So it's like if you unlock your M4 four guard,
yep,
you can technically transition that into like an SMG and make it a long one or vice versa. Like it's looking like it's making a lot more options for everything, which excites me. And it's going to make it harder for single build trump cards when there's so many different options. And hopefully, honestly, to stay on the balancing. Activision, I think, is better for that.
I would almost disagree with you.
I think they did good in Modern Warfare.
Like Modern Warfare 2019?
Yeah.
Kinda. But it always seemed like, to me, they would balance all these guns. It would last about 3 weeks at most. And then whatever gun you were using at the time was now nerfed into oblivion and there was something else.
That's fair.
And it's been like that on Warzone, like the original
Warzone's been notorious, yeah.
Forever. Like how often do we see Tim and Nick will talk about it every fucking week? This is the new meta. This is the new meta. This is the new meta.
Especially on a new battle pass.
We never used to see that. Like when you and I were growing up, like we played COD 4.
It was a lot more to your style.
We played Modern Warfare 2. We played Black Ops 1 and maybe even Ghosts. Right?
Say more 2 for me, yeah.
Yeah, but that was kind of like our era.
Prime gaming,
right?
Yeah.
And we would get, what, an update every 4 months?
That came with like a map pack.
And it was always a map pack and maybe a nerf.
Yeah.
Right? Like Modern Warfare 2, a shotgun would get a nerf once in a while.
Yeah.
That was about it. I don't want to figure out how to use a new gun every fucking Tuesday.
Which is fair. And just because, like, that's what I reach back to, like, because that's what I have the most hours in, is I hope it's closer to that. Like, that's the only thing I'm hoping for this game, is that it sits me back to whatever it was, 2010, 2011, MW2.
Yeah.
And if I get anywhere near that feeling, it's all in.
I think a good comparison that we can use here is everything we wanted out of Halo Infinite that was not in Halo Infinite.
Like comparing it to Halo 3 and stuff. Yeah.
Correct. I want in Modern Warfare 2
yeah.
from Modern Warfare 2.
And I agree with that. And because on the same thing, we're talking about like the multiplayer and stuff. They went fairly in depth with this campaign, and it's the first COD game, but first game in a while since Infinite, really, that I'm excited to play the campaign. Like I will put my time into that and I will finish it. Because watching some of the gameplay demo, they've put out new like AI snippets for like how they're structuring the NPCs and stuff like that. And it looks like it potentially could be a very different game than we're used to.
Now, I'm going to throw kind of a little curveball in. Do you think it'll be like the AI in Ready or Not? Because you and I played a decent amount of that.
Yeah.
And the AI are either blind, deaf, and mute.
Or gods.
Or it's Shroud with a pistol.
Yeah.
Right?
Honestly, if it's kind of in the in-between, I'm content with it.
I'm okay with like a split even in between.
Yeah.
But I don't want the harsh extremes on my left and my right.
That's fair. I hope it's not. And I don't know. That's kind of coming with it. I'm building such a hype train on this game that
I'm either
going to be
hours in,
blown away, or I'm going to hate it. And guess what? It's still going to be a 200+ hour game.
Yeah, even if we hate it.
Yep.
Just because we're out of shit to play.
And we've been craving an FPS.
Yeah. I'm going to leave on 1 point for Call of Duty.
We're going to leave Warzone for next week.
That's fine. I'll leave last point on Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
You said they put a lot of work into the campaign.
Yep.
Do we see a no Russian? Or anything of that caliber?
I get where you're going. I hope so. Like, and not to be like pessimistic about it or say like I want to play that scenario. I just don't want to see them give into the cancel culture. And like the thing is like before the uprising happened, when it came out in MW2, it was, I can't say it was like a fun level, but it was different. But it's not like you played it and you're like, I hated it. It immersed you into it. It fit the storyline.
It felt good.
That's what I mean. And then it didn't happen until like months later that everyone's like, wait, what the fuck did we just play?
Yeah.
It didn't happen like that. And we've escalated into such a different culture at the moment that I'm like, it wouldn't surprise me not to see it, but I hope they do
something.
Just because it plays well. If it fits the storyline and it sinks in and it keeps you into it, it'll go. It might have to be tamed down a little bit where you're not mowing down a crowd, but who knows?
Yeah. I just want to see something like that. Like you said,
I agree.
It made the story really good 10 years ago.
Yes.
And it was optional, right? Like you had that option.
There's something else.
You did not have to play that mission.
Yes.
You didn't have to do it.
And it's something I hope to see that I haven't seen in a game since MW2 off the top of my head. Because I remember it freaked me out as a kid when I played it, or young or whatever, was the geotagging into the campaign. If you remember, they called for like a nuke or something.
Yeah.
And it geotagged you, so it put in your location to go and seek shelter in like your city.
Yeah.
It freaked me the fuck out when I played it, not even thinking. Like I was so immersed, like, wait, what's happening?
Hang on, that's real close. Yeah.
No, I would love to see something like that.
I would love to see it too. I don't think that's really possible now with how many VPNs everybody's running and all that shit.
That's fair.
That's the only thing that I could see. But yes, it would be fun.
That's a vivid memory I have from MW2.
Yeah. Yeah, that is fun. Okay. What do you want to go to? You want to stick with gaming or do you want to move on? This is your show more gaming today, on baby. Here? Well, I have a gaming point, but it's kind of a brief one.
Give her.
Hogwarts Legacy's coming out soon.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Are you sure?
Yes. I've been seeing clips.
I'm pretty sure it got pushed.
It did, but it's supposed to be soon. We should see it before 2023.
I heard January, February 2023.
Okay, fuck you. I heard December.
Okay.
So I'm going to stick with December. Have you seen any of the clips, any of the beta?
Yes.
The alpha?
Yep.
You've seen it?
Yep.
And it looks...
good. It looks clean.
Really clean.
I'm sticking to it. I've said this in the past on the show already when we briefly touched on it. If it's open world enough and not guided, I'm going to really enjoy it.
And I think it is. It looks fairly open world. Like I've seen
some of that.
A couple. Oh, you betcha. I've seen a couple of the clips and like exploring the castle and all that shit. It looks open world. Like it may not be outside of the castle. Like you may be you're going into Diagon Alley. That's where this mission is, but it's open within that. I could see that.
Well, it's the same thing of like
not.
I hope that you get, let's say, 3 hours into the game and you have more than 2 spell options kind of idea too.
Yeah.
Like that's what I mean. Just I like the open world of it, but I always bring it back to like Fable 1 and 2. Very open world feel for the games, but everything was still very guided in what you could do.
Yeah.
It wasn't until halfway through the game,
No,
that you could get like your evil versus good and like branch off, and
That's what I was just about to say. Do you want that in this game?
I would love that.
I want to be able to tell the Sorting Hat I'm going Slytherin, and I want to be able to absolutely slaughter
Not even that. I would rather see
somebody.
it.
No, not a
No,
group.
no.
Just one person.
No. But you play like a prequel, like a lead up to it, and how you play through that game. That part of it is where the Sorting Hat puts you.
Well, that would be cool.
Because it's the same thing that I miss. I don't remember it since BioShock 2 and 3 is 6 different endings to a game.
Yeah. It's been a while since we've seen that. I think the last one might have been BioShock or Fallout 4.
Yeah, like that's what I mean. And then like you finish it and you go on YouTube and you're, oh, there's other endings, and you farm back through.
But if I really just play the fucking game, it always ends up the same way.
Though that's fair.
Like, yes, I know that
You're playing it to how you want to play.
Yeah,
it.
I know there is 4 different endings, but in Fallout 4, I'm still killing my dad.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's just what I'm doing. So we're excited for the game.
Yes.
Okay, that was just my brief.
I'll be pre-ordering it when I can.
Good. It's coming. It's coming soon. Epic Games is pushing it pretty hard already.
Okay, that's good to know.
So that's where I'm getting a lot of my shit.
Okay, I have to break this tangent because it's not going to be an in-depth topic, but we have to hit on it because it just happened. We're leaving gaming now.
Mm-hmm.
The Queen.
Yeah. R.I.P.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't have much more than that.
Okay, I do.
Okay.
As Canadians in the British Commonwealth, right? Because we're still part of the Commonwealth, I believe.
Yes, technically.
Right?
It's still in our currency.
Yeah, she's on our money. Well, not anymore. She's on our money. We are getting a holiday because of her passing.
Kind of.
Aside from the holiday, does this affect anybody at all?
This is why I'm happy. This is what I had to talk on it. And it's not to be rude or anything, but it's the same thing. It's like, yes, she was a very relevant public figure. For anyone that's more pop culture, I know my wife's big into this, all the Queen, Meghan Markle, like Henry
Drama.
And shit like that.
Yeah.
It's been relevant. It's been in tabloids and headlines, and everyone's been talking about it. But like this happened. It's sad. It's the passing of a legacy.
Yeah.
Like
so 70 years or something? 70
that's
years
what I
and
mean.
7 months.
Lived
yeah.
a long time, lived through a ton of different shit.
Ex-World War II medic.
That's what I mean.
She paid her fucking dues.
But it's just like I'm not getting into it in this episode at least. There's mixed feelings about like what the crown means, especially to us here.
Love it. I'm going to cut you off. Give me the fucking close
There
up.
you go.
What does it mean to you? Because I've had all over my Facebook in the last week, especially being a Western Canadian, I've had people saying, do you support the Queen? And do you respect her passing? Or do you praise her passing, treat the royal family like shit, because that's how they treated minorities in Canada when they first moved? Big fucking problems all over my Facebook for no goddamn reason.
Well, and that's what I mean, is blowing up to both sides, and I'm torn in the fact that yes, she passed. I pay my respects to that. Since whatever, I could know who fucking people are, know what money is. Like I've known who she is.
Oh yeah.
But it's not relevant. It's not like I'm paying
Doesn't
respect to
matter
the
at
Queen all the time.
Does
Exactly.
not matter at all.
And the same thing is like my thing with that and the royal family is I like that they stand for, especially over in the UK. Like it's a little more relevant there.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's incredibly relevant over there.
Like
I mean,
the culture's different. Like I'd love to go see Buckingham Palace and all that stuff. But here, our country still pays the money.
for fuck all.
This is what I mean. I disagree with that.
Fuck all.
That's my line between it. I like them as their family. They can do what they want. It's been entertaining for some of it. They have nice shit that's been paid for by everyone else but them.
You're welcome. Tax dollars.
And that's what I mean. Is like between the US, because they still pay the money.
Yep.
Canada, Australia, like all these big ones that are very much their own countries.
Yeah. And have been for decades.
They all financed the Buckingham Palace renovation worth $90 million.
Well, we financed that fucking coffin worth $300,000.
This is what I mean. I would respect the family more if they lived more off of what they had and what I'll say they took / gifted / got in the past, rather than being supported now just for like ceremonial events.
That's a hot fucking take.
I'm just vague.
Yeah, but no, I agree with you. I think the fact that like England's a fucking joke. You've got a prime minister, straight up, fuck.
Okay.
What a fucking mess. You've got a prime minister who runs a country about as well as a fucking 4-year-old runs a bath.
Well, he stepped down.
Exhibit fucking A. But then you've got the royal family that essentially does fuck all.
Mm-hmm.
Like to put it plain and simple.
Well, no, and that's what I would agree. Like in Canada, they still have like technical positions in our court. Some of it to do with passing laws, all this other stuff, and it's purely
ceremonial.
Exactly. And I can't speak to exact details. I'm not a fucking lawyer. But we don't have, like, even in our paperwork, legal documents from the government to military to all this stuff. It's like in the name of the queen and her power and this and that. It doesn't do anything. It's just stating the fact that we pay them money and recognize them as our overseers. I don't even know.
I guess, if that's what you want to call it.
This topic kind of ended up going.
That's all I got, man. Like
it went where I wanted it to go.
Rest in peace to the queen. I pay my respects because it is the loss of a life who accomplished a lot. Like, I'm not going to say because she was a royal. Like, I honestly don't give a flying fuck.
I agree with that.
She was an ex-World War II medic. She did do a lot of shit for England over the last 70 years. But as a Canadian, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, it's just not as relevant to us here. Like, or at least to us personally.
Not at all.
It's not something...
And I don't know anybody like that I can actually talk to in real life.
I'm putting in my hot take then.
This is going to be good.
This is just the one thing that I get a kick out of. All the stuff, because it's all over the news. You go to any fucking channel right now, it's the royal procession, the funeral, all that.
Yeah, this morning.
Paying respects.
Yeah.
Whenever it was. But what's going on with it is it kills me that lining these streets, you have these like 13, 14-year-old girls and stuff like that just bawling their eyes out.
You didn't have a fucking clue.
This is what I mean.
Yeah, I agree with you because we saw it on the news this morning.
Yeah.
12, 13, 14-year-old girls crying on Main Street, Buckingham, wherever the fuck we are.
Like, I want to know if someone went by and like, can you cry for TV? Or it's like, because if you walked up and asked them, it's like, why are you so sad?
Yeah. What did the queen mean to you? Well, she was, you know.
That's my point. Is like, you're that young, you do not have an attachment like that.
Not a fucking.
It's sad that it happened and the legacy and all that, but it's not like a close family member.
Not at all. No.
That might be
totally
unsensitive to say, but it doesn't matter. I'm sticking to it.
It doesn't matter. We're getting canceled no matter what happens. What do you want to do now? Where are we?
I'm going into some current events going on because I want to hit this.
I saw this on your notepad, and I damn near booked a flight, and I wasn't even sure what this is about.
So what happened, again, this is a while ago, 2-3 weeks ago, plane leaving somewhere in the U.S. was going to Mexico.
Okay.
Fully loaded plane, and on it, someone, male,
okay,
airdropped to the entire plane his nudes.
Just
threw it out there. Yep. And however that worked on the plane, everyone's getting it, including the pilots.
Nice.
They had to come on the PA system and tell them to stop airdropping nudes or they would be turning the flight around.
That's awesome. Wow. Did you see it?
No. I didn't look for it like that, no.
Do you think we could find it? Like, this is obviously not going on the show. I'm just curious if...
There's got to be out there.
Well, I'm just curious if he is well endowed.
This is going to like fact check me. It was probably a girl or something.
Even better. But you and me, let's speak as completely, totally average men. Do you have the confidence to show your dick to 400 people on a plane?
My question to you is, how drunk are you?
I'm doing okay.
No. Like in that situation.
Oh, Well, it depends. How big is my dick? Right? Like, this is kind of what I'm waiting for. Yeah.
Another woman.
Yeah, picture of himself on
yeah,
Apple's
so
AirDrop
there you
device.
go.
How big is your dick?
That is confidence.
Because I'm not doing this. Like, I'm sitting over here at the complete national average, right?
Yeah.
I'm not doing this. However, if I'm swinging this thing like I'm fucking hammering
sure?
drywall.
You're drinking? What are the odds?
1 in 8. Probably.
There you go.
What? Like, he's got to be massive. That's what I'm going to end this on. Good for you. Yes, it's totally inappropriate, and I would not condone this for the sake of this show. However, if you got it.
My only comment to that is you have to accept an airdrop.
That's fine.
It alerts you. You chose to open it.
I'll tell you right now, if I get an airdrop on a plane, I don't care what the sender's name is.
Yeah.
I'm going to say accept just out of curiosity.
But that's what I mean. You're going to do that. But between me and you, you're just going to be like, oh my God. You're not going to get upset. You're not going to call a stewardess.
No.
She's like, what the fuck is happening?
If anything, I'll just probably be like, I'll look at it. I'll be like, nice cock.
Exactly.
Right? Like, what are you supposed to do there?
Again, yes, inappropriate. You probably had kids on the flight. Like, I'm drawing the line there.
Absolutely, yeah. Definitely not the time or the place to do it. Like, do it when you get to your resort. Maybe just flash it on the beach or something if you're that proud of it.
Sure. Yeah, or you get to the 18-year-old resort, whatever.
Yeah, at most, show your dick on the beach. I think that's still obviously inappropriate, but it's probably less inappropriate than doing it on a plane.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Right? Either way.
I had to jump on that.
Either way, good for him.
I'm gonna cut some stuff out here, but anyways.
That's fine. We have a month worth of shit here.
That's what I mean. We've got next episode too. Something I did want to touch on is 2 weeks ago, Luke Combs held a concert. You know Luke Combs, obviously, country singer. Probably don't listen a lot to him, but
big fella, ginger beard.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a big fan. I like his music. I like his personality, and this just helped it out. So he was doing a concert, sold out, big stadium.
Yeah.
Don't know exactly how many attended, but he started his concert, got a few songs in, and realized, like, he's touring, obviously. His voice was hurting.
Okay.
He wasn't up to par. So in the middle of it, he stops it all and he talks to the crowd saying, like, he apologized flat out. He's like, my voice is not what it should be. I'm not giving you the show you deserve. Like, I'm sorry. He refunded the entire concert and finished the show.
Okay. I was going to say, did he cancel it when he said
Nope. Finished the whole show.
Okay. So he just wasn't happy with how he performed and he gave money back.
Yep. Refunded every ticket.
Fucking class.
Right?
Love that. Love that. Because I think as a competent thinking person, you go to a live show and you don't expect the music quality to be the same as you hear on iTunes.
Oh, exactly.
Right? Like something's always shot or like something's too loud or whatever.
Yep.
It's never the same thing you hear straight from the studio.
I agree. 100%.
So you can expect a little, whatever. I think for him to eat that and eat the cost of that, good for him, man.
That's what I said,
like,
too. I read that and I was just like, this is awesome.
I don't listen to his music. I couldn't tell you if he was good or bad or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's a classy fucking act.
I think so, too. And
I like that.
Like, sold out concerts, like, everyone gets their money back. Let's have a good time.
Yeah. I'm glad that he finished the show, though.
I say it's not even on the list, but because of that, I'm going to go into a little tangent.
Oh, this is going to be good.
Our Canadian boy,
Oh, fuck off.
Justin Bieber, had a hard time and ended up canceling his entire tour.
Sweet. Why?
Well, it started off with his medical issues he was having.
Yeah. He did have a few fairly serious, I believe.
Yep. He got over that kind of thing. His rest came in.
So he is not going to die, though, correct? Before we even get into
Correct.
this. So he's not going to die, and he's kind of resolved those medical issues?
As far as I know. Don't quote me.
Yeah. No. Believe me, we are not fucking doctors on this show.
Exactly. But it's come down... I don't know how to word this.
You go ahead.
You're not going to get us canceled.
I'm going to chop it up no matter what. You go ahead.
It more or less got canceled because he needed to focus on himself and his mental health to get healthy for his fans.
You bet. You betcha. Net worth of J Beebs over under $200 million.
I want to say over.
Probably over. Who is his wife?
Baldwin.
Okay.
Haley? Something like that.
Yes, I believe so. 29, 30?
28 or 29. Same age as me.
Ish.
285.
So he's worth $285 million. He's 28 years old. Who the fuck is his wife? Did we decide? Baldwin?
Yeah.
Dude. Hey, Haley Bieber. Haley. It doesn't even say. Don't care.
Haley
Good
Baldwin.
looking fucking girl. So he bailed on this show for mental health reasons.
He did a big concert down in Rio or something, like down in South America.
Okay.
Huge music festival. Did an awesome show. Thanked the crowd. Had an awesome time. I can't remember where his next concert went to. Did that and then canceled the entire tour.
Okay. So you're worth $300 million. Your wife is an absolute stunner. You're not even 30 yet. Like, you could retire tomorrow and nobody would give a flying fuck at all. And you're bailing on shows because, I'm feeling off today. Right?
I'm leaving it. I'm not touching on this.
You can correct me if I'm wrong. You are more than welcome to tell me that I'm wrong and I'm being an insensitive cunt. However, if I'm worth $300 million and somebody says, hey, how come you didn't do your show? And the best thing I got is, mental wasn't there. Sorry. Fuck off. Fuck off. This is, man, what is with celebrities? Like, if you are worth that kind of money, like, I know money doesn't buy happiness, blah, 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 blah.
I love this right now.
I'm just going to quote a couple that I know right off the rip. Apparently, J Beebs. That Demi Lovato bitch. Like,
Can I get that name again?
yeah, Demi Lovato.
Okay.
Close enough. Whatever that ex-heroin addict's name is. If you are worth that kind of money, your life doesn't suck. It doesn't suck.
I'm going to have to put a disclaimer on this episode.
I don't give a shit. I am literally worth about a 1/1000th? Or maybe 2 1,000ths? 1/500th of what J Beebs is worth. And I live an okay life. Like, I can afford things. I can have a good time.
Yes.
He is literally worth more money than I could ever count in my life. And he's telling me, I can't go to work. I'm sad.
Technically, yes. But
we probably should, like, let's put a quick disclaimer on this. We got a little therapist friend that likes to watch a show. Maybe don't watch this one. He knows who he is.
I'm going to have to cut this piece and put it before it.
Yeah, disclaimer. Hey, bud, you know who you are. Don't watch this one. Won't be good for us.
We'll see you soon.
What's your take on this, right? $300 million, he cancels an entire tour.
I'm not.
Oh, so this was just to fire me up.
It was.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, I'll put it PC. $300 million. If you feel like you're not in the right space, cancel 2 shows, take a week off.
Fair enough.
If you can't, like, this is dicey. Like, straight up, this is dicey. If you can't figure out, not necessarily fix it, but if you can't figure out why a millionaire is sad within 7 days, they should probably be medicated. Whether or not he is, that's my take. You're welcome. Good luck.
Thank you. Good
luck getting this episode through YouTube security.
I'm gonna leave that there.
Man,
we might get some kickback from this one.
What a joke that is. We're for sure getting torched.
And with everything else going on, next episode we're gonna touch on the AMD stuff that came out. Big on the tech news.
Yeah, brand new Ryzen series.
Yeah. I want to talk about the Corsair's new monitor that came out.
I heard about that. I believe the 4000 series NVIDIA should be released by then.
September 22nd, press event.
Press event in 8 days. So probably.
By the time we get to the next episode, potentially.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll either be day of or day before.
And then we're going to have a little Kanye segment next episode too.
Oh, good.
But I want to end on this one. I showed you the clip already. The fun ride in India.
Oh, yeah. What a mess, eh? So it's kind of like, it's an amusement park, obviously.
Yeah, so what happened is in India, there's like a spinning wheel that you sit on. Like anyone that's been to a fair, you got one. It probably goes up there. I don't know. It's probably like 60 to 100 feet, like guessing.
I would say 60 to 80.
100's pushing it, yeah.
Yeah, 100 seems a bit high.
It's very high, though. It goes up, you spin around, and it probably was supposed to do like the up and down thing.
Yeah.
So what it does is it gets 3/4 the way to the top, really slows down and works for that last quarter. Starts falling, doesn't stop, and slams into the ground.
Yeah, apparently all 50 passengers on that ride were injured.
Yes. I don't know exact number.
Extent,
like,
yeah.
yes, they were hurt.
To whatever extent.
It hit hard.
Are you surprised? An outdoor amusement
I'm
park.
plain up no. Like,
No, right?
I already have issues with like fair rides. We work in industry around mechanical stuff, and we can see them.
We see hoses blow all the time.
This is what I mean, like the maintenance and the upkeep, and it's apparent, at least here in our fairs, these guys don't make an extravagant living doing this.
I don't think these guys give a flying fuck, especially the gentlemen that operate the rides in our town.
This is what I mean, especially then like keeping up on upkeep on these rides.
Yeah. Okay, so at least we're on the same page. I'm not surprised this happened at all.
No.
Outdoor fair, I really don't know a whole lot about India, but I could probably guess that their whole like OSHA situation
Is loose.
yeah, right? Like their
You have how many
workplace-
billion people?
Their workplace health and safety is maybe not as advanced as Western standards are.
No, I wouldn't say that is well governed.
Okay, well governed. I like that.
We have 40 million people here to govern. They have like 1.3 billion.
Yeah. So
I'm pretty sure we have more land too.
I'm not surprised this happened whatsoever. We haven't heard of any deaths, I believe.
No, I don't
Just
think any got
injuries.
announced. That was like 2 weeks ago too. I didn't check back in on it. It's
Yeah,
just
but
the clip is pretty
we
impressive.
saw the
Like,
clip
go
today.
watch it.
Yeah, we saw the clip today. I don't know, man. I feel like you said, anytime we go to an amusement park in town or when we're down in Vancouver or over in Edmonton,
Yeah,
shit fails.
exactly.
You're kind of like if you're not expecting to get hurt, you probably shouldn't do it.
Well,
Not
put it this
necessarily
way.
dead.
I went to the last fair we had in town here a month ago. We didn't go on rides just because like it was time, the crowd. Like we went to enjoy it.
Yeah.
I am tentative on that kind of stuff at these outdoor fairs. I trust it more at West Ed Mall, down in Van.
Yeah, the Vancouver P&E.
Exactly.
It's an outside event, but
I won't hesitate to go on Disneyland rides, but the level of maintenance from any of those three to the traveling fairs is night and day. And I'm not trying to shit on them either. Like, I guarantee some of them are like meticulous on the rides. They don't want a lawsuit. They don't want their insurance, blah, 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 blah. But like you watch some of this stuff and you can be like, oh, at some point the hydraulic hose blew there because you never washed it off when it pissed down it.
Yeah. And I would imagine that's exactly what happened here.
Something like that. Yeah.
Right? Like you said, we see shit fail at work. Some shit failed at this guy's job, and down goes 50 people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's not surprising. I think if you're surprised, you're not an idiot, but wake up.
I agree. Plain and simple. I'm leaving it at that.
Like, that's all it is. Don't be surprised when shit fails.
Yep. It's a really entertaining watch, not to watch people get hurt. It's just like, wow, that happened. Like, you'll think about that the next time you go to a fair. So look up the clip, ride fails in India.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to link it on Twitter. Fuck it.
There you go. I'm kind of wrapping up there.
I think that's the end of the episode. I think you've done a swell job.
Thanks.
I want to let you know. I usually take over these episodes, but I didn't have a goddamn thing up here. I think the whole thing was all you. So great work this week. Round of applause for Caleb. We should probably get a soundboard.
Yeah.
We should be back on kind of a more regular schedule now, I think.
Yeah, we're toning down in life.
Yeah. Winter's coming. We're always bored in winter. That's kind of why we started this thing in the first place.
We got a month coming up where we're more on the same shift again, too.
I believe so, yeah. So, as always, light us up. Fuck it. We've been gone
Please.
for damn near a month. My dad even had to go back and watch old episodes, so good for him, first of all.
I've been questioned about this a little bit. Anyone that's on this video, probably through YouTube, seeing it, go and check our socials. We're going to do another blast. We had an issue with Spotify where technically anyone that subscribed to the old channel, it's no longer current to get
Oh, yeah.
to get our videos up. All the old episodes are up now, but we have a new technical Spotify channel. Same name, same logo, same everything. But now all the episodes are coming out with the video as well. So if anyone's on the old one, I think it ends at like episode 37 or 38.
Can you believe that Spotify is an X billion-dollar amount company and they couldn't figure out how to let us add video to our old channel?
That's what I mean. We started with Soundtrap, which is audio, owned by Spotify.
Mm-hmm.
Then we went to Anchor, who gave us the video beta, owned by Spotify. Will not mix the two of them.
Sick. Okay, good. I'm glad you got this figured out because this show would not run if I was at the helm. We would have like 45 fucking episodes just sitting on a hard drive.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. It sucked moving everything over. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. All right. So what do we say next week? Next week's a big tech week.
Yeah, there's going to be big tech news. We're going to have some more Call of Duty coming. We're going to touch on NFL. We didn't touch on that. Week 1 started.
It was a joke all around.
Still, though, like we got a good fantasy league going on. Like we're having fun with it.
Yep.
So bigger NFL. We're getting closer to the NHL preseason. If we do some reading, we might touch on that.
Yeah.
I kind of want to touch on some like golf wind down stuff as that's happening.
For us or
like
for life?
For personal level,
Okay.
yeah.
I shot a career best fucking 88 today.
That's what I mean, but we're also hunkering down for our minus 30 winter.
Yeah, I'm not stoked about that.
That's coming. That's kind of it. We're like, we apologize, but we will be getting back to a more concurrent schedule. Yeah. I'm not promising fuck all, but
expect it bi-weekly and be surprised if it's weekly.
I like that.
I think that's a really professional excuse.
And I'm throwing this out there. I'm throwing you under the fucking bus. I'm the behind the scenes, so I'm putting it on Bailey to update the socials more.
Yeah, that's me for sure.
There we go.
100%. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that for sure. All right, guys. As always, like Caleb said, check the YouTube, which you're probably watching this on because we are now at 100 viewers.
Yeah, YouTube's picking up for us.
Pretty big deal.
Surprisingly.
New Spotify. So even if you see this, like it might come up in your suggested episodes.
Yeah.
It's on the new channel, so make sure you follow the new channel.
Again,
because it might come through in like your suggested or new.
We fucked this up. If you're listening to this and you didn't have it before, thanks for joining in our Discord, Instagram, Twitter, because that's where you got the update.
Ooh, nice. I don't even think I'm in the Discord anymore. I fucking had to update Discord and I got the boot.
There we go.
Either way, if you weren't paying attention, the NHL 23 cover will be on Instagram in a bit, probably before this episode's actually live. So you guys will get a little taster before the episode comes out.
And check Twitter for the India video ride.
Yeah.
Ride video, whatever.
The ride is right, because that was a fucking ride. But, as always, we appreciate everybody hanging out. We are out weekly-ish.
Yep.
And big changes coming to the office soon. Big changes coming to how we present this because we are going to be live streaming it.
Yes.
Probably next episode.
I'm looking forward to that.
Me too. I'm hoping to get like a little chat kind of window popping up. I want to see. I want to see some banter coming through.
Oh, we're getting banned again. Period.
For sure.
Also, you guys will notice we tried a new layout. We're learning it. Just give us some feedback on like the double camera angles with the logo. Like if you guys like it, we want some feedback. We're pouring more resources into it. We're trying new stuff. So just tell us what hits home.
Yeah. That's a good one. Nice. Good point. All right. Thanks for hanging out, guys. We appreciate it every week, every 10 days, every 14 days. Who cares? But we appreciate you guys hanging out. So we will see you later.
Exactly. Until next time.